The Amazing Race Through Austria with your host, Sarah Mathew. Today our contestants will travel from Salzburg to Vienna. Austria consists of very high elevation with the Alpine mountains on the southern portion. The climate consists of the Alpine climate, which makes up the majority of Austria, the Central European transitional climate, the lowlands and the hills, the Central European transitional climate, the plateau climate, the Pannonian climate, and the Illyrian climate. The government. Austria's government is the Federal Republic. The president is Heinz Fischer, and the capital of Austria is Vienna. The Austrian flag was adopted in 1945 with 3 stripes, 2 red and 1 white stripe in the middle. The currency. The currency of Austria is the euro. 1 euro is currently $1.07. Population. Most populated cities include Vienna and Salzburg, as the Alpine mountains run through the southern portion. Transportation. Most people use trams and buses to get to and from work and home, as well as the metro is commonly used. Languages spoken in Austria. 62.5% of Austrians speak German, 12.5% speak Lebanese, 12.5% speak Hungarian, 6.25% speak English, and 6.25% speak Irish. Religions in Austria. 73.6% are Roman Catholic, 4.7% are Protestant, 4.2% are Muslims, 3.5% are other, 2% are unspecified, and 12% are none. Ethnic groups in Austria. 91% of Austria is made up of Austrians. 2% of Austria are made up of Turks, 4% of Austria are made up of Yugoslavs, and 1% of Austria are made up of Germans. 2% of Austria is unspecified. Problems in Austria include, in the past, acid rain has damaged 25% of the forest. This was caused by global warming. The climate change has been damaging the economy. Ski industries are going downhill. No pun intended. Global warming has caused increases of avalanches, landslides, and heavy rainfall. This accelerates the glacier melting. The Alpines have been majorly used for skiing, hiking, and biking. These leave marks on the ecosystem. Skis damage young trees, and mountain biking causes damage to the soil and vegetation. Travel plans. We will be headed from Salzburg to Vienna. Places to visit in each city. In Salzburg, the Salzburg Castle is very monumental as it sits on a small hill. It's 250 meters long and 150 meters wide. This castle overlooks the Alpine. Number 2, the St. Peter's Abbey. It's one of the biggest monasteries in the country. And the Salzburg Cathedral opened in 1614, and it is very important to the architecture of Austria. Now we go to Vienna with the Schönbrunn Palace. This is the imperial residence of Vienna, Austria. This is one of the most important architectural and historical places to visit. Number 2, the St. Stephen's Cathedral is the biggest cathedral in Austria. It seats the Archbishop of Vienna. Crater is an amusement park located in Vienna's 2nd district. It's very popular, and to make reservations, call this number, +43 172 80516. Architecture in Austria. Homes usually have about 2 stories and are surrounded by nature. Cathedrals, on the other hand, are very old-fashioned with Baroque architecture with very high steeples. Skiing in the Alps. Skiing is one of the main services as many tourists come just for this reason. The climate in the Alpine mountains are generally colder, so this is better for that. However, global warming will influence this in many ways. Food. For breakfast, many Austrians will eat a semmel, which is also known as a bread roll. Muesli, which is a mix between oatmeal and cereal, and commonly eaten Austrian pastries. For lunch, many people will eat a Käse, which is a fried knockwurst, corned beef, and Swiss cheese on a Käse roll. A schnitzel is a breaded pork cutlet with German potato salad. Spätzle are homemade noodles. For dinner, people commonly eat bratwurst, which is similar to sausage, and sauerkraut, which is a thin, flaky side dish. Sports. Skiing is one of the main tourist attractions, as well as swimming and playing golf. Clothing. Women wear long dresses with white collared shirts underneath. Aprons are not uncommon. Holidays celebrated in Austria. As majority of Austrians are Roman Catholics, they celebrate Christmas. However, during the Advent season, wreaths are hung up on the doorpost that they hold 4 candles. Each Sunday of the Advent season, 1 candle is lit and is lit for the whole week. Roman Catholics also celebrate Easter, and the day before Easter they celebrate something called Easter Fire, which is the day before Easter, where they gather with friends and family and just dance and sing through the night. Next time on The Amazing Race, join us as we go through Bulgaria.